Hello everyone, my name is Pratiksha Milin Gaikwad and today we are going to discuss about constructors in Java. In Java, a constructor is a block of code similar to the method. It is called when an instance of a class is created. At the time of calling constructor, memory for object is allocated in the memory. It is a special type of method which is used to initialize the object. Every time an object is created using a new keyword, at least once constructor is called. So it calls a default constructor if there is no constructor available in class. In such case, Java compiler provides default constructor by default. So there are two types of constructor in Java, which are non-argument constructor and parameterized constructor. Now, what are the rules of constructor to create in Java? So there are two rules to define constructor in Java, which are first, a constructor name must be always same as class name. So a constructor must have no explicit return type. Third is a Java constructor cannot be abstract, static, or and synchronized. A Java default constructor. Let's see the Java default constructor. A constructor is called default constructor when it doesn't have any parameters. So let's see the syntax of default constructor: class name, constructor, and curly braces. So now there is a rule: if there is no constructor in class, compiler automatically create a default constructor. So it invokes default constructor. When the default constructor is used? Default constructor is used to provide a default value to object like 0, null, etc. depending on the type. Java parameterized constructor. Constructor which has a specific number or a parameter passed to is called parameterized constructor. Now let's see how we can use parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor is used to provide different values, distinct object, or whoever you can provide the same value also. Now let's see what are constructor overloading in Java. In Java, constructor is just like a method but without any return type. So it can be also overloaded like a Java method. So now constructor overloading in Java is a technique of having more than one constructor with different parameterized list. So they are arranged in the way of each constructor perform different tasks. They are differentiated by compiler by number of parameters in a list and their types. Now let's see the copy constructor in Java. There is no copy constructor in Java. However, we can copy the value of one object to another, like copy constructor in C++. We use. There are many ways to copy values of one object into another object in Java. Like they are by constructor, by assigning the value of one object into another, by clone, which is a method provided by object class, and copying value without constructor. We can copy the value of one object into another by assigning the object or the value of another object. In this case, there is no need to create any extra constructor in Java. So now let's see, does constructor return any value? So answer is yes. It is a current class instance, so you cannot use return type, yet it has a return type value. So what are the purpose of constructor in Java? Java provide constructor class which is used to get the internal information of constructor in classes. It found in package like Java Lang Reflect package. So thank you so much. That's it for the constructor.